What's going on, everyone? Scepts here, back again with the next episode of the Pokémon Emerald Let's Play. Hope you guys have been enjoying the series so far as much as I have been. Last episode we did go ahead and get back the Devon parts for the Mr. Devon researcher. If you guys did miss that, go ahead and check that out. But anyways, we're going to be moving on in today's episode. Got a lot of planned today. First up though, we're going to go ahead and do our little team recap that we do every single time. First up, we got Talo, or Soar, level 17 with the Guts ability, the Docile nature, rocking the moves Wing Attack, Peck, Focus Energy, and Quick Attack. Next up, we got our starter, Konohamaru with Grovyle, level 17 as well. Overgrow ability with the Jolly Natured with Bullet Seed, Pursuit, Absorb, and Quick Attack. Last but not least, we got this Foddermon on our team, Sly. She's level 3, Zigzagoon with Pickup ability, Adamant Nature, holding a Great Ball. You can see that pickup ability actually doing work there with the moves Tackle, Growl, and Cut. Cut being the only reason that she is on the team because we do have some Cut trees to take on a little bit later on. But if you guys did miss the last episode, like I said, definitely go check it out because we took on our rival here as well so that we can just go ahead and continue on. We do have a whole new area for us to get to, which is going to be Dewford Town. New encounters, whole new plan, whole new gym for us to find. So hopefully you guys are ready for that as much as I am. But we do have a whole area in Petalburg Woods that we do need to go ahead and explore, which I've actually really have never done before. So you guys are going to be coming with me on this journey through this place. No new encounters, unfortunately, so it's all going to be the same encounters as before, the Petalburg Woods. But this is your chance to pick up anything that you didn't miss and want to pick up, you know? It is your chance here. I am not going to do anything because you guys already saw that I did that. Miracle Seed. They already did grab every single Pokemon in Petalburg Woods, so there's no point in me coming in here and catching anything since I already have all of them. Found another Great Ball, which is amazing, by the way. I don't think I took off the item. I did take off the item from Sly. Okay, my brain's just not working this morning. Brain is just not working, it seems. That looks like there's a hidden item if I've ever seen one. If I have ever seen one. Alright, Cascoon. We don't really need you, so we're just gonna run away. Look what I'm saying. Look at what I'm saying. Alright, X attack. That should be the last item here. Nice little detour. Grabbing some items. Yep. That seems to be it. I'm going to go ahead and go back on Route 104. And this is Mr. Briney's house. This is exactly where we need to go. Look at him chasing his Pico. Pico! Pico! Hold on, lass. Wait up, Pico. You're Scepts. You saved my darling Pico. We owe you so much. What's that? You want to sail with me? You have a letter bound for Dewford and a package for Slayport then. Quite the busy life you must lead. But certainly, what you're asking is no problem at all. You've come to the right man. I'll set sail for Dewford. Let's do it. Dewford it is then. Anchors away, Pico, we're setting sail, my darling. Peak graphics incoming, guys. This is like peak gaming back in 2003. 2005. Look at this. We're sailing across the ocean. We're getting a phone call that stops the boat. Oh, Scepts. Where are you now? It sounds windy wherever you are. Just heard from Mr. Stone about your Pokémon, so I decided to give you a call. It sounds like you're doing fine, so that's fine with me. You take care now. That's our dad, and we add him to... So our dad didn't have a phone number beforehand, obviously because we just got a phone from a random stranger. A random stranger gave us the phone instead of our dad. That's okay, I guess. Okay, I guess that's okay. Alright, we're making our way to Dewford Town here. Ahoy, we've hit land on Dewford. I suppose you're off to deliver that letter to, who was it now? Steven! Yeah, you're right. We are going to be doing that, but I do want this, and this is going to be an old rod. Old rod's going to be giving us way to a whole bunch of new encounters. Yeah. I know how to use a fishing rod, dude. If you guys don't know how to use a fishing rod, this is going to be a chance to learn. And I'm going to tell you guys everything off the top of my head about this route, or this town and the encounters. So, with the old rod in most areas of the map, I'm not going to go over every single area when we get there with a fishing rod. But with the old rod, you're going to be able to find Magikarps at 70% of the time and Tentacles 30% of the time. Otherwise, looks like we do have the Magikarp popping up for us, which is nice and dandy. Which I did want the Magikarp, so this is going to be great. And I just found out we have no Pokeballs. That's awesome. That is so awesome. We're going to go ahead and capture this Magikarp, or at least try to capture this Magikarp. I did think about adding Magikarp to the team. He's pretty broken, I'll be honest. So I don't think I'm going to be adding it to the team. Plus, it's not a Hoenn Pokemon. You know, there's no way you didn't even shake for the Great Ball. You're really going to make me waste a Great Ball on you. Alright, Sly. Come on out here and damage this thing, I guess. I think that's the best thing we can do. Okay. Go ahead and go for the cut because we know it's not going to kill. We're level 3 with 2 levels under it. That is nothing. Like, nothing at all, dude. Okay, this is going to be... This might take a little bit. This might take a little bit, guys. Anyways. This next gym that we are going to be fighting is going to be a fighting type gym. Perfect for Soar. I just spilled some of my water. So that's awesome. All over the controller, too. I'm playing with a controller, and I spilled it all over the controller. Yep. Alright, there we go. Magikarp stayed in the ball this time. As expected. There we go. Magikarp data was added to the Pokedex. Magikarp, the fish Pokemon. Its swimming muscles are weak, so it is easily washed away by currents. In places where water pools, you can see many Magikarp deposited there by the flow. Cool. Weak swimmers. So we're gonna name you something that's totally the opposite. I'd lock in there. Tsunami. Go ahead and add Tsunami to the team. We're gonna go see if we can catch this Tentacle though. I do want to add it just for the Pokedex purposes. Yeah, sometimes you won't get a Pokemon on your hook. So fishing is... I'm tripping. I'm so sorry. I'm tripping over my words. Fishing is low-key annoying in the Pokemon games, especially in the earlier games where you don't have a guarantee to get a Pokemon on the hook. So you're really just sitting here waiting and waiting and waiting, just like real life fishing. But there we go. Tentacle right in our face. So we only have one more Great Ball, so I'm a little bit nervous about using that. Will this kill? This probably will kill. We're 10 levels above. It was a crit. It was a crit. Alright. And I'm pretty sure there's no items here. You can't buy any items in the Pokemon, which looks like I am correct. There is no items here. So I'm gonna go ahead and go back, I guess. You guys want to go ahead and come with me? I want to head back to Prattleburg to go ahead and take on or buy some more Pokeballs. And I'm going to do some little research while I'm at it and check to see if there's any encounters here that we can get with the old rod. Anything different besides the Tentacle. Which there is, actually. So this is actually a good spot for us to go ahead and take a little detour and go to Petalburg and get a new Pokemon as well, besides just a Tentacle, because we do need to catch a Tentacle. Alright, so if we come over to the Pokemart, hopefully they sell Great Balls, but I do doubt that they will sell them. Yeah, this is fun. I'm gonna buy 10. Alright, so there is one more Pokemon here that you can get. I'm gonna go over the little percentages here in a second. Don't worry, guys. Do not worry. I just want to make sure I don't miss this fish. So it's going to be about the same as Dewford Town with the old rod. You're going to be 70% Magikarp. Magikarp's going to be everywhere, just so you guys know. And then Goldeen. Goldeen is the other Pokemon, which we're not going to be adding to the team as a Kantomon. But Goldeen is the other Pokemon that you can find here, sitting at 30%. So we're going to give this one more good fish up and see what we can get. And if we get the Goldeen, we get the Goldeen. But if we don't, then we're going to move on. And you guys will just see me come back here and get the Goldeen in the montage, like I am probably going to do with the Tentacle, which I'm definitely going to come back and get the Goldeen, it looks like. And in most of the other cities or freshwater, I guess, areas, you're going to find Goldeen instead of Tentacle in that 30% slot, which is cool. It actually changes up the vibe a little bit, so it's pretty neat. We're going to be going back to Battleberg in later today in this episode in the montage to grab that Goldeen, like I said. But we're going to go ahead and head back to Dewford Town. I think we're going to go ahead and take on the, not the gym, but we're going to take on the Dewford Cave first. There's a whole bunch of new encounters in there as well that we can go ahead and take on and catch. And one, we low-key might be adding to the team. Alright, so moving my little notebook here so I can actually see what's going on. There's going to be about 3 items or a couple items in the tunnel as well. So we'll get there when we get there, but we're going to take on some of these trainers here. There's some items on this route as well, so we can go ahead and take them. It's route, I guess, what, 106? This is route 106. If you fish here, it's still going to be 70% magical, 30% technical, so there's no point in fishing unless you've already caught, unless you need those Pokemon or want them. So I think that's pretty much about it about this area besides the items. Okay, let's take on this fisherman and continue on. We're about to meet the former champion in a minute. Former champion. Not the champion, but the former champion. Steven Stone is low-key probably the champion for Hoenn. Move over Wallace. Steven is just so much better, in my opinion. I think Steven might actually be my favorite champion as well. I know everybody's main pick is going to be Cynthia, but let me know in the comments, what is your guys' favorite champion? Like, you got Blue, Lance. I guess Lance can count as one. Then you got Steven, Wallace, Cynthia, Alder, Iris. You got Kukui. And then you got Hao. And then you got Leon. Leon's not bad. I'm gonna be honest. Leon is not bad. And then I can't. Gita? Is it her name Gita in Paldea? I think it's Gita is the champion. You don't really care about her. Nobody really cares about her. She's like so like I'm sorry, but the Paldea region, the gyms, the Elite Four, the champion, it just does not feel good. It didn't feel good. The story was great. I loved the story. But the gym leaders, the Elite Four, they were lacking. Huge lacking in Paldea. And the champion did not like the champion at all. At all. Huge waste. But we are in Granite Cave. Go ahead and talk to this hiker here. He's going to flash you. First of all, it's kind of weird for a hiker to flash a little kid. But he's going to give you flash, the cam flash here. And, you know, whatever floats your boat, dude. If you want to flash people, you can flash people. But Granite Cave's going to have 3 different levels to itself. And each level has different Pokemon, as you can see. Here's one on the board here. Abra is going to be on 1F, the first floor of Granite Cavern. You're going to catch Abra at 10%. Zubat you can find here as well, sitting at 30%. And then Makuhita you can find here sitting at 50%. Which is nice. You're going to go ahead and add a poison flying type with Zubat or a fighting type with Makuhita. So, if you don't have either of those and those might tickle your fancy, go ahead and catch them. I can't believe we found Abra 10% of the time twice in a row. That's kind of insane. But also in the entrance you can find Geodude at 10%, which is cool. Another thing is, I'm pretty sure it's either in the back room of this floor or on that upper ledge you guys saw. Here's Makuhita, by the way. We're going to catch this Makuhita. You can find Aeron at 10% instead of Geodude. A little bit of a tidbit for you. And that might be a Pokemon I kind of want to add, is Aeron. Aeron might be a little bit of a cool add to the team, you know? But we found a Makuhita in its place, so we're going to go ahead and catch this Makuhita, which was easier to catch than a Magikarp for some reason. But Catch Macro-Heater, the Guts Pokemon. It loves to toughen up its body above all else. If you hear quaking rumbles in a cave, it is the sound of Macro-Heater undertaking strenuous training. Awesome. So we're going to go ahead and name you Sumo. I think that's an appropriate name for you. And we're going to continue on because we cannot find Aron in this part of the cave, so... 3 Abras in a, like, almost in a row. That's insane. Cannot believe the luck right now. Anyways, we're gonna continue on here down into this part of the cave, which is gonna house brand new Pokemon. This is B1F, so the basement, first floor. There's gonna be some items that you can find as well here, but mainly the Pokemon that you can find, like we said before, is gonna be Aron at 40%. So if you don't want to look for the 10% above, Aron's gonna be down here at 40%. You can have Zubat at 30%. Speaking of Aron, here's Aron. Sableye, which is a brand new Pokemon, sitting at 20% you can find here, and Abra. Abra is 10% like above, but you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. That did absolutely nothing. So I'm gonna go ahead and throw this at the Aron, and hopefully we can catch it with a Great Ball. Wow, we didn't. We did not. That's insane. Okay, so we're just going to continue throwing these Pokeballs here. See if we can catch this Aron. That's 3 shakes. Okay. Almost had it. We almost had it. I guess we need to weaken a little bit more, which I'm fine with. We barely did any damage here. This is going to be a nice strong defensive type for me. Rock Steel type. With Harden, it looks like. I cannot hit this anymore. I'm just going to lose my mind if I do. But Aron is a nice big wall for us. He's a nice tank for us. Especially if this was Gen 6 with Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. We could have had a Mega Aggron. But it's fine. Aggron is still good in the base game. Boom, we caught the Aron. So Aron is our Rock Steel type, like I did say before. It's going to be added to our team. And I love this. Aron, the Iron Armor Pokemon. A Pokemon that is clad in steel armor. A new set of armor is made when it evolves. The old discarded armor is salvaged as metal for making iron products. A little bit of a tidbit for you guys. We're going to name you Stonewall, I think. Stonewall. The Aron. I do want to check out Stonewall here. Rockhead prevents recoil with quiet nature. It's fine. Tackle, Harden, Mud Slap, and Headbutt. Interesting. We got the 3rd team member of the squad, guys. Hope you guys actually enjoy Aron. Stonewall. I think he's going to be a nice addition to the team. Finding another one right here. A female. Maybe a sister. Out of respect for Stonewall, we are going to run away, though. And not kill his sister or knock her out. It's going to be an item down here. It's going to be another Pokeball, so we can go ahead and reclaim one of the lost Pokeballs that we threw at Aron. But if you guys keep making it to the right or east this way, you should be able to find a ladder in a second. And we can continue on going through this cave. I know I probably should have bought repels, but I really want to catch the Pokemon too. I'm going to be coming back later to catch the Pokemon, but you know, it's always better to catch the Pokemon first, if you know what I'm saying. And we're on the 2nd level of the basement, and we're going to be finding a Sableye. And did I read this wrong? I definitely read it wrong. I read you guys the stats of the upper level, acting like it was this level, but anyways. Oh, you guys just saw me do something I am not supposed to do. Alright, anyways, so I did get the percentages wrong, unfortunately. Down here, you're going to be able to find Aron, Zubat, Sableye, and Abra. Aron's at 40%, Zubat's at 30%, Sableye's at 20%, and Abra's at 10%. We just killed the Sableye by accident. The floor above, we are going to be able to find Aeron, Zubat, Abra, Makuhita, and Sableye. So we have Makuhita above too, which skews it a little bit. So Aeron you can find at 40%, Zubat 30%, Abra 10, Makuhita 10, and Sableye 10 as well. So Sableye is a little bit more common down here at the 20%. So if you guys are having a hard time finding Sableye above, definitely come down below here to go find your Sableye so you can go ahead and complete the Pokedex, which I'm going to be doing a little bit later on. Alright, I'm going to run away from this Aeron. Yeah, if you guys keep moving to the right here again, after you go up the stairs on the down below, you should be making it to the ladder so we can get out of this cave and deliver the letter that we need to deliver to Steven. There it is. And then if you keep walking to the left here, you can make it up that ladder, which brings you back to the first floor, which we can go into this room and we see this mysteriously gray haired man. My name is Steven. I'm interested in rare stones, so I travel here and there. Oh, a letter for me? And we hand over the letter. That's perfect. Okay, thank you. You went through all this trouble to deliver that. I need to thank you. Let me see. I'll give you this TM. It contains my favorite move, Steel Wing. And there we have it, folks. We do have the Steel Wing TM now. Your Pokemon appear quite capable. If you keep training, you could even become the champion of the Pokemon League one day. That's what I think. I know. Since we've gotten to know each other, let's register each other in the Pokénavs. And we already have the former champion in our Pokénav in our phone. Now, I've got to hurry along, which is honestly a flex. That's a huge flex to be able to have the former champion in your phone. So you can just call whenever. That's a huge, huge, huge flex. What's up, Makuhita? Don't really need you, but... dude, so we're gonna go ahead and run away. Run away, run away, you're gonna die. Run away, you're gonna die. Oh! Zubat. Zubat is a Pokemon that we wanted to add or catch just for the Pokedex, actually. So we're gonna go ahead and catch the Zubat here, and hopefully it'll stay in the Pokeball. That's 2, and that's 3. Go ahead and catch this Zubat. I almost named it. I almost called it the nickname that I was gonna give it. I'm gonna nickname it Cross. But Zubat, the bat Pokemon, while living in pitch black caverns, their eyes gradually grew shut and deprived them of vision. They use ultrasonic waves to detect obstacles. That's cool. I'm gonna go ahead and give you a nickname as well. Name you Cross. Oh no, I like that name because Crobat kind of looks like a cross, like an X. I don't know. I thought it was cool when I was a kid, so we're gonna run with it. So there is one more Pokemon that we have not found here that we need to catch on this floor, and then one down below, which is Sableye. But other than that, we have done everything except for catching the Pokemon that we need to catch. So I really do hope you guys enjoyed this episode. No, we didn't do much. We did deliver the letter to Steven, and that's about it. But next episode, we are going to be taking on the Dewford Gym. So I hope you guys enjoy that and look forward to that like I am. And anyways, guys, I will catch you guys all in the next episode. Hope you guys have a good day and peace out.
Like no one ever was. To catch them is my real test. To train them is my